scope now.
Подобить аккуратно. Насильно. Чики-брики, пальчик выкинь.
Cheeky breaky, oh my god. Sit down, boy. Sit your ass down. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we're actually playing some Escape from Tarkov. And before I get into the details, I just gotta say that this game is absolutely fantastic. I will of course elaborate as to why I think so, but let me start from the beginning. When I first heard about the game, I didn't know what to think because to me it looked like another open world survival game with no unique touch to it, and given the fact that I absolutely didn't know what the game was about or how it's supposed to be played, I really didn't pay a lot of attention to it. But recently I watched a couple of videos from Battlestate Games and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a try. So to give you a rough explanation of the mechanics and just the overall feel of the game, it basically feels like no other game I've played before. Arma is one thing and in no way can the two be compared, as Escape from Tarkov is very unique when it comes to the game modes. Moreover, it's very limited as to what you can do. Some might tag it as a hoarder game, others might say it has no survival aspect to it. Well, it's a mixture of both and much more. I feel like it's very unique, and after a single day of playing it, I just can't get enough. The atmosphere is absolutely stunning, player movement feels really good, as well as the shooting mechanics, and not to mention all the stuff you can loot and later use to modify your weapons with. Currently the game is limited to only 4 maps, but as the development progresses, there will of course be more choices, as well as more weapons. Player versus player mode, or should I say Escape from Tarkov, is super intense, and what I basically found in this game is enough balance between looting and an arena type shooter game. The visual ambience is both intimidating and impressive, especially when you combine it with great audio effects. There is no crosshair, no kill feed, you can barely tell the difference between players and enemy AI, and to survive your first extraction, you will have to play a few offline modes simply to get familiar with controls and just overall how the game works. The medical system is really good as well. You have to pay attention to your energy levels, and then again, body armor will save you in some situations which, if you didn't wear one, would definitely go against you. Even if you survive a single encounter and still get tagged, depending on where your wound is and how severe, there is a chance you will bleed out, and of course lose all your stuff. But seriously though, it's not a big problem. The Scav mode enables you to play as one of enemy AI, spawning with random gear, and other AI will not open fire until fired upon. However, you can still shoot and kill them, as there will be more players who will have the same idea. If you die, you don't lose any gear because you've basically replaced an AI, but have to wait for the 30-minute cooldown. If on the other hand you manage to loot and successfully extract, all the gear you have on you will be transferred to your player stash and available for later use. If you die with your player character, you, of course, lose your gear. So as I'm not into hoarding too much loot, I started by doing one scav run, extracted with a shotgun, entered PvP mode, killed a bunch of guys, and extracted with even more stuff. I don't like going into PvP with only my melee weapon, although that is how I won my first PvP round ever, because I basically forgot to equip my character after dying. If I find some really cool weapons, maybe an M4 or a VSS, I will stash that for later use, sure. But until then I'm gonna go armed, usually with an AK or a shotgun. Just a couple of more things before I leave you to watch some gameplay. Concerning the shooting mechanics, the guns feel really good and you can actually tell the difference depending on which attachments you have on. For the gameplay you're about to see, I really tried to keep my talking to a minimum, just so you guys can get an idea of what the atmosphere is like, as well as hear all those nice and juicy audio effects. Well, I'll leave you to it, hope you enjoy.
Тормоз. Нормально. Конец тебе! Вон он, сука!